Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and I think we're just going to go over some stuff here that we've gotten done. Got a few more things to do and a bunch of organizing yet to do. First of all, if you're not having your Trump coffee, get the hell out of here. Anyway, I got my table saw mounted. I disassembled it and mounted it in a bench that I built, and it's a roll cart bench, so I'll show it to you here in a minute. My bandsaw didn't make the move without having problems. I pinched one of the wires in it and must have fried the controller box, so I had to replace the motherboard on it and fix the wire that got pinched. But I'll show you what we got going on here. Alright guys, here's what we've got going on. Let me move this out of the way so you guys can actually see it. I took the table saw out of its base and put it in here, and I had to shim it up right here to get it up off of the table for my fence to be able to hook underneath of it on both sides, so it's up high enough that it'll work. And coming higher wasn't that big of an issue for this. It could have came up even higher than that, but I didn't have any screws long enough. I got 5-inch screws right here. I just drilled out the holes that held it down on the base and countersunk that and put square head screws in it, and it's in there pretty solid. And then I got to make a faceplate for it and hook up the wiring. So basically I'm just going to take a regular box with a metal cover, and I'm just going to cut that out so that this here will snap right into the new box. So we're going to probably mount that right about there somewhere, and then we'll have a place for this to go to in another box. So we don't know what we're going to use yet, but who knows, we may end up making a box. So, but anyway, I wired it up. I've got a cord hooked to it that is pretty long. That way I can plug it up anywhere in the shop I want. So let's plug it up behind the lathe here. I'm going to find a better place to plug it too. So now we've got power to the bandsaw. And we've got power to the saw, and I'm not going to start it till I get that switch fixed. Just trust me, it works. So it rolls around the room anywhere I want. It's got my old snap-on toolbox wheels underneath of it, and I had to cut this out right here so that the wheel would swivel, so the back ones don't swivel. Now the brains behind this told me to put the bandsaw on the swivel side and put the table saw on the non-swivel side, simply because when I go to push wood through, this thing's not going to move because the wheels will be going sideways. So it would hold things down for me so that I wouldn't have to lock the bench. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the bottom yet. I'm thinking about just taking a, let me see here what I got. I got some boards here that I'm thinking, of course this one's not going to be long enough, but I'm thinking about putting a fence all the way across it. That way that will hold sawdust that comes out of the saw, and then all I have to do is just clean that out. And then I also want to put a panel here so that no sawdust goes down in there, in that area. So we're going to put a side on it just like we did on this side. And same thing there. And this will be where I store all my scrap steel. And this will be where it collects sawdust. So that's what I think I'm going to do, is that right there. I just got to find 2 boards that are long enough to do that. So it might not be 2x6s. It might be something else. It might be that plywood right there too. These came off of the shelves in my new shop that I had to let go, so I can rip them down and have a straight piece to go all the way across on both sides. So that'll work out pretty decent. And yeah, it'll be a nice cart. I just need to get a handle for it now so I can grab a hold of it and pull it. So you can just move it anywhere you want. Anywhere. So now I've got the table saw and the bandsaw mobile. And I was thinking that maybe just build a box in half of that. I don't know yet. I still got the planer that will fit in there because I need 18-inch space, and I've got 19 inches, so I should still be able to turn the handle to move it up or down. And it'll fit right in that hole right there. So I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't put this underneath there and just use half of that for steel. Or none of it for steel, and put a steel somewhere else. So we got the lathe in. We got the mill in. We got the drill press in. I got another vise that I want to put up. I haven't decided where I want to put it yet. I would like to put it on this bench here, but I want to kind of leave, all this here alone, because if I need to run a wide board in there, I don't want something stopping me from as much as I can get. So right now I can do a board that's that wide from there to the blade, which is a good distance. So I don't know if I really want to put my vise here. We'll see. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to put it over there. But anyway, we'll find out. So that's where we're at on getting the shop back up and running. I'm fitting 3 shops in one, so it's a little tricky. I still got stuff in the back of the truck, bunch of steel stock. I got some stuff still sitting out in front. My 4-wheeler frame and my motor is sitting out there under cover, and I need to get a place for it to go, because I really don't want it in here, but I don't see any other choice in the matter. So you'll know when I know. So anyway, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys have a good one. Later.